Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Hey, I want to bring a feel-good story in the aftermath of the mass shooting massacre that happened in Highland Park in Chicago, I guess, on 4th of July. And we all know this dude, I forgot his name, what is it? Kiro, something the third, young 21, 22-year-old neo-Nazi white boy got on the roof and, start just picking out people. Kill a bunch of them, kill and hurt a lot of people, and I mean, it's sad, but it's happening all too often, okay? Let's just go with that. But you can read about it if you don't know nothing about it on somewhere else on another story. But what I want to talk about is there's a little boy, little 2-year-old boy, whose mother and father were killed. And they said the father was shielding the son, and that's how the son ended up living. But what happened afterwards is like amazing, and it should be a story that we should look at and learn from and say, hey, this is how a community is supposed to stick together, whether you believe in it or not, I think it's necessary or not. Like I say, we should all, stick together. And the title of this story is, and I got it off of CBS News, and it reads, fundraiser for toddler orphan by the Highland Park shooter raises $2.6 million. Now, today is Wednesday, right? Wednesday the 6th. This young boy's parents were killed 2 days ago, which means it hadn't even been 48 hours, and they have raised, like I said, $2 million for over $2.5 million for this young boy. But let's go through the story, then we'll touch on some details in the meantime. And like I said, I got this from CBSNews.com, and it reads, a fundraiser set up to help 2-year-old Aiden McCarthy, whose parents were both killed in Monday's mass shooting during the July 4th parade in Highland Park, Illinois, to raise about $2.6 million since it was created on Tuesday. Now, again, like I said, this is Wednesday. So this was created yesterday. But by the time the story I'm making now, this is Wednesday night, and this story, they've raised over $2.6 million within 24 hours. As of Wednesday evening, the GoFundMe has raised $2.58 million with its organizer, Rhonda Collins of Cologne, noting that she created a fundraising effort with permission of the boy's family. The toddler wasn't injured in the shooting. Kevin McCarthy, 37, and Irina McCarthy, 35, were among those killed during the mass shooting, and Aiden was separated from his parents during the chaos. Dana and Greg Green told CBS Chicago that they found a child with a stranger who was in shock, and they took the boy and looked after him until a Highland Park police detective picked him up and reunited him with his grandparents at a hospital. Quote, I am establishing this fundraiser to support him and the caregivers who will be tasked with raising, caring for, and supporting Aiden as he and his support system embarked on this unexpected journey. Cologne wrote in the GoFundMe, which has attracted almost 36,000 donations. So 36,000, let's just say 36,000 people donated to this GoFundMe. Now, I'm not knocking it. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a lovely thing. And I hope that our people will look at this and think, don't sit here and think, oh man, white people, they got all the money. No, think of it as, you may not be able to raise $2.6 million. Okay, we get that. But 30,000 people ain't a lot of money. I mean, ain't a lot of people. So let's say 2.6 million divided by what we said, 36,000 people. That's an average of $72 per person, which isn't much. Now, if you can't see the forest for the trees, you'll say, oh man, $2.58 million, a lot of money. I can't get that much money. But again, $72 out of 36,000 people. So you mean to tell me that when Young Dolph got killed and the cookie shop got all shot up, and those Aboriginal brothers and sisters had to shut their shop down in order to get file insurance, try to get it rebuilt, hopefully open it up by like the end of the year, by the beginning of the year, what have you. You mean to tell me that 36,000 people around the country couldn't get $72? I know I donated. Now let's just say 36,000 couldn't give $10. Because I don't know if I gave like 10 or 20 bucks. I mean, I gave what I could. But again, if everybody would give $10, just 36,000 people would have gave $10. What's that? $360,000 that they could have had to help build that store back up and kind of pay some bills and things like that. That's what we have to understand. We don't need a whole lot to make a whole lot happen. If everybody put in a little bit, I mean, the outcomes can be great. I mean, you just don't know. It's kind of like I did a story about the HBCUs, and 110, 107 HBCUs out there. And everybody looking for this money from the president, from Donald Trump, and then Biden. And we see what Biden is doing with the money now. You know, how he allocates these funds to other people. But anyway, it's like looking for $4 billion or something. Over $8 billion, I think, over 4 years. And I did a video saying, hey, if you want to raise that money yourself, all you gotta do is every working Black, Aboriginal, African American, whatever you want to call yourself, working individual will give $7 per month. $7 per month to each HBCU out. That means like 107. So for 107 months, you'll give, like I said, $7 to each student. If everyone did that for every school, we would have $8 billion distributed equally to every school, every HBCU in the country, grassroots. Now, and the way I had that, you see, it's calculated where you get $7. You stretch it out over about 7 years or something like that, or however many years, 8 years, whatever it is. I can't remember what it was, but you just, you do that and you'll have the money. The money will be allocated correctly and like I said, distributed equally. But for some reason, we don't see that. We want to go run to the president, run to whoever's in charge and say, hey, we want this money, we need this money, give us this money, we don't know what to do because we ain't got no money. Man, everybody got $7 somewhere. Every last one of you got a Crown Royal bag and you don't. You used to. Or somebody got a Crown Royal bag or a $7 worth of change in the ashtray or in the cup holder in your car. You got a jar full of change in the house, but everybody got $7. You can find $7 a month. Easy. The $7 you spend on them Newports or on some on McDonald's just for one day per month. You just $7, like I said, to give to these HBCUs, you can make the money. But that's what I want to say about the story. Let people understand that, like I said, it don't take a whole lot. And then she said Aiden will be cared for by his loving family, and he will have a long road ahead to heal, find stability, and ultimately navigate life as an orphan. Now, let me finish. So see, Aiden McCarthy survived because his father shielded him with his body, the Chicago Times reported, citing the boy's grandfather, Michael Levberg. Margot McCarthy, Aiden's paternal grandmother, also attended the parade and was wounded in the shooting he had. She was treated for her injuries, the publication said. Lefberg said that his daughter had been born in Russia and that the family immigrated to the Chicago area. Irina McCarthy had attended Carleton University, worked with marketing, and said Lefberg told the newspaper they were crazy about the child and they were planning to. So I guess they was going to have a child. But like I said, man, this is how a community is supposed to come together. And you know what didn't have to happen for them to raise this money? Nobody had to march. Now, on the other side of town, you know, when, other side, you know, next state over in Ohio, when young brother gets shot 60 times by the police, we out there marching, hollering, picking signs, yelling, crying, all that kind of stuff. And ain't nobody raised. I haven't seen a GoFundMe page. It might be one. I haven't seen one, but it ain't made the news like this. So if it does have a GoFundMe page, they say it ain't brought no money, or they ain't trying to bring no money to it. But like I said, I ain't seen us raise $2.5 million. I ain't seen us raise $2.5 for the family of that brother that got killed, because, you know, just like this young guy who's probably not going to remember this incident, but I'm quite sure they're going to take and use the money, you know, raise them, use it for college fund, probably give them some counseling, all that kind of stuff. You know, you can't save everybody, but I mean, you can put the money to somebody. Everybody can't save everybody, I understand. But like I said, this is only 36,000 people. There are millions of white people in this country. So you can get 36,000 people say, hey, I'll give you this tragedy. And then next week, another tragedy happened and another 36,000 give $72. And then you just keep going on and on. And sure, you'll have, you know what I'm saying, that their community will continue to thrive and bustle and be positive and productive because they stick together and do things like this at a time of need. You gotta understand, money, there's a lot. You can't sit here and believe like just sitting there praying and bringing Al Sharpton out there to talk with you. Hell, he get money. We go out there and talk, so money gotta be money good for somebody. So why can't it be good for the victim? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I don't run it on too long. Tell me if I'm off base or if I'm right, you know. Leave your comment below and share it with the world. And with that being said, I leave you in peace. I'll see you on the other side.